If you run a photo booth business and you've been wondering if it's worth it to go to a wedding expo and you came across this video, you in luck. So if you missed part 1 of this video series, make sure you go watch that. But this is actually part number 2. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about your marketing materials for your wedding expo. And also, we're going to do a deep dive into how to collect the leads, how to nurture those leads, how to follow up with those leads, and hopefully get those leads to convert to bookings. And we're going to get into that right now. All right, y'all. So we had some technical difficulties in the studio today, but it's all good. I'm at the crib, and in today's video, I'm going to show you guys for part 2 how to go over your marketing and then like strategically plan that out, like what's included in it, what does it need to look like, and what do you need to have to prepare for this expo. And then we're going to get down into the nitty gritty. One of my favorite parts of the video is how to use your CRM, how to use your CRM to efficiently collect these leads, how to leverage your CRM, how to have it do the heavy lifting for you, do the follow up, and then move these brides down your pipeline and down your down your pipeline and down your funnel. There we go, and down your funnel. And so you could potentially get those bookings. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So one of the things that I'm going to purchase for my marketing materials for the expo is this is a retractable banner. So you can design these on Canva. So I have Canva Pro. They do have free versions. So I pay for it because I use it a lot, but you don't need to spend the money in order to start designing these. A lot of times Canva has like a 7-day free trial. So what that means is you can actually, sign up and then design your marketing materials, and then you can wink cancel the service. You know what I mean? You don't have to keep it. Wink. So that's a free workaround. So I went in here and I just designed my retractable banner. And so for me, I'm not really great at designing, so don't be trying to like be in the comments and fire me up about the design. I think it looked good. And that's also the thing too, man. If it looked good to you, then rock with it. You know what I mean? So this is not a stock image. This is from a photo shoot that I did. It's a brand photo shoot. So I went to Canva. I designed my retractable banner. This is one of the taller ones, so I think it's going to be about 5 feet. So I have my business name on here, right? And then I have my slogan, which is we capture the fun, you experience the luxury. I have my the image from my photo shoot, luxury photo booth experience. I got weddings, quinceañeras, corporate events, because that's what I do. And so like I want to be able to take this, even though I'm preparing for a wedding expo, I'm pretty much going to be able to take this banner to any event that I go to, as far as like business expos or wedding expos. So I want to put, my main 3 services on there. And you want to try to be specialized and try to like make a niche for yourself. You don't want to have like 16, 17 different events that you do. Just whatever the main 3 is. So I'm doing wedding, quinceañeras, corporate events. This is a QR code to my website. Book us today. I got some call to action. Have my phone number on there. I went with the Facebook, my Facebook handle, email, Instagram. So I'm trying to keep it, short, simple but effective, right? Like all the information that somebody needs to know, very clear and concise on what I do and how to contact me. So this is for a retractable banner. I highly recommend investing in it. So right now I added this to my cart, and the thing is, guys, when you guys are looking for marketing materials in January, February, March, early in the year, there's always discounts. So I think this is actually like 33% off or something like that if I printed it out through Canva. But you're gonna want to go to share, go to download, save it as a PNG. I'm actually gonna upload this image into Vistaprint, and then I'm gonna purchase it through Vistaprint and have Vistaprint create the retractable banner and get it sent out to me. Right now, Vistaprint, they're doing a special. It's free shipping for the retractable banner. I already checked, so that's what I'm gonna go with, and then save me some money and also save me money on shipping. So just giving y'all some little tips in case you guys are watching this around the same time that I'm making the video. you guys can go purchase your retractable banners and get you a little discount. All right, so the next thing you're going to need for your marketing materials, you're going to want to get a flyer with your offer on it. All right, you could tell people about your offer, but just know that they're going to be talking to a lot of different vendors, and also the expo that you're going to be at is not the only one that they're going to go to. They're going to go to other expos with other photo booth companies as well. So it's always really nice to have something for them to hold on to, and then so they can look at later or probably share with their husband, all that stuff. Okay, so when you're doing your offer on a flyer, you do want to make it more wedding specific. So um, if you have a photo booth manufacturer that when they give you the photo booth, they also give you marketing materials that come along with it. And those marketing materials are more so targeted for the weddings. I would use those. So I have a saucer with Photo Booth Supply Code, and in their marketing materials, they have like stuff for weddings. So I pulled this, and that's where I placed that picture. So this is not from my photo shoot, but this is a stock image. So this is really great when you don't really have that high end wedding looking aesthetic photos, which I don't at the moment. So it was cool to be able to fill this in, and I put exclusive offer. Make sure that it's really, really big, that it's an exclusive offer. And so if you guys ever went to like a retail store and you see like a bunch of small text, but it say free really, really big, you will walk over there and it'll be like, buy one, get the next one, and it'll be a big old, text that say free. So that's kind of where my mind was just by seeing exclusive offer. Um, so when it go through, you want to have your obviously your business logo on there, and I have a little, little text, but they can clearly see what the offer is. 10% off, free video guest book, promo ends. So make sure you have a deadline for the promo. That's super important when you're trying to create urgency. So my promo is going to start February 2nd because that's the day of the expo, but it's going to end on February 16th. So I never do promos that last for a long time. Okay, I call them like flash discounts or flash deals or whatever. But if they want to book, they're gonna book. All right. And if they don't want to book, they're not gonna book. So it's not no point in me saying, "Oh, you got a month," or to think about it. You ain't got a month because it's first come first serve for all of our dates. Even though I'm giving you this discount, I can have I tell them like I go to other expos and talk to other brides, and they might book a date that you want. So if this is something that you want to do, I'll get your information. I'll follow up with you, and we'll see if you want to book. But it ends on February 16th, not a day later. And when I say February 16th, it ain't February 16th and then, end at midnight. Man, I'll be ending my stuff. Hey, bro, you got to like lunch. You got to 12 o'clock, noon, and then I'm done with it. Because people, they'll drag their feet. If they serious, they're gonna book. So I put my Instagram there, my with my handle, and then obviously like the website. All right, so the next piece of marketing materials that you're going to need is brochures. So in Canva, you can go ahead and design a brochure. You can just look for templates. So just type in, I will go with pricing packages, and that way they'll serve templates to you that have pricing already in there, and you can just move things around and change your brand colors and stuff. So, and this is a trifold. So this is going to be what the front looks like. This is going to be the middle. So I got Phenomenal Photo Booth Company, contact us today, all my information, email, website, social medias, and then a picture on the back with the logo. And then I got something to say in packages starting at. And so the one thing I will encourage you guys to do is just really think and take a look at your your names for your packages. So I'm trying to build a very high end luxury brand. And so I need my packages to reflect that, to reflect my high end brand. So I got the lavish package, the prestige package, and the grandeur package. All right. So and really think about how you break them down. And so notice I have packages starting at, so I got 675, 875, and 4,175. Okay. And so the way that I kind of learn in marketing is you always want a bottom package that kind of sucks, that nobody really want to book. Then you always want to have a middle package that people always book, and that's why I have the most common right there. And then you have a package that's really, really, really high end with everything. People are rarely going to book it, but when they do book it, they getting everything that they would want included. When it says packages starting at, the reason I have it like that, where it's kind of low, like 875, 675, is because I'm saving room for add-ons. So this year, I really want to focus on pushing add-ons, especially when I'm on that call, and trying to see if I can upsell the customer and get them to add things onto their package. And my philosophy is I want to try to get as close to or over $1,000 per booking. So, just having add-ons like premium backdrops, my video guest book feature, other photo booth features, potentially another photo booth since I got two. Depending on people, I'll try to pitch them another photo booth. All these different things that I'm gonna try to upsell people. And I already made a video about it, and I talked about it. Like, people feel bad or you might feel sleazy for upselling. It's not sleazy, bro. When y'all shop on Amazon, they upsell y'all as soon as you about to check out, as soon as you get there, when you put something in your cart. Hey, do you want to get the insurance plan for this? Other people bought this when they purchased this product too. They usually purchase these all together. Like, they always trying to upsell you. You should do the same for your business, because if they want to spend more to customize their experience, let them. That's You in business to make money, bro. So even though these are on the lower end, I'm gonna try to upsell people and get close to $1,000, or over $1,000 per package, right? Pricing is always one of those things where it's always a battle, and you're always gonna get like critiques and comments or whatever. But man, I step how I step, I move how I move. If people like, and when I'm talking about critiques, I'm talking about in the photo booth industry. Like, people will critique your price on, that's too high, that's too low, whatever. I'm gonna do what I want. I'm gonna step how I want. This is my third year in business. I'm still trying to get established. And with your pricing, step how you step and move how you move. I feel like my prices are fair for the value that I provide. Right, like when it comes to my experience, how long I've been doing it, and trust and believe. Every time I learn something, every time I get better, my prices go up. Anytime my company has to grow, my prices go up. This is my third year. So I'm not like making six figures for photo booth rentals right now, and I'm gonna get there. So just know the prices are gonna go up, and that's what I tell my brides too. Like, look, this is the price right now. If you tripping about this, next year is going up. So when you guys are on your pricing journey, just focus on what you're good at and focus on getting better. Every time you guys get better, like better quality props, better backdrops, more experience, then you just start charging what you feel is right and how you want to be compensated. And so for me, I'm really trying to push add-ons this year. So I got 675, 875, and I'll just try to pitch add-ons, which I've actually been doing really good. So this is the best January that I've ever had, and I've been following this structure for my pricing, and I've just been giving people add-ons. So, but that's enough about that. So let's go ahead and we'll get into like the back end. Okay, like when we're talking about CRMs, if you do not have a CRM, I recommend HoneyBook. I'm not an affiliate; they don't pay me. I just love the hell out of their product. Help me grow my business. It tracks everything in my business. So HoneyBook is most definitely fire. They are having a price increase this year though, so it's gonna be like $59 a month. So you might want to try to get in before it starts getting to 59. But even if it's $59 a month, and I know that sounds steep if you're just starting out, I promise you, if you take full advantage and you fully understand how to work your CRM and use every feature and functionality to the best of your ability, and maximize it, it'll be well worth the money. I promise you. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the CRM. Okay, so this is what's called a lead form, and lead forms and contact forms is different. Usually, a contact form, you will want that on a website or a landing page. A lead form is literally just to collect a lead. Contact forms typically have a lot more information. People get lead forms and contact forms confused. Your lead form is supposed to be short and sweet. Your contact form is supposed to have a lot more fields and information to help you ballpark where they're at and getting a quote. Usually, a contact form is the last thing that somebody's going to fill out before they reach out to you that they want to quote. A lead form is something that somebody's reaching out if they're interested, and it has to be very, very short and quick. Okay, so let me show you an example. So this is my lead form, which you can make this through your HoneyBook software. Okay, you can get a contact form. You can put that up on your website. Lead forms, I use these for expos and for events. It's a quick form to get information. All right. So it don't necessarily mean that they're gonna book. It don't necessarily mean that they're a for sure client. It just means that you got their information and they're a lead for you to reach out. And so this is where they're at the top of the funnel, okay, not the bottom. So you see, I have it titled Wedding Expo Booking Form 1. Actually, let me get rid of that one. So Wedding Expo Booking Form. Now, the reason that's important is because when somebody fills out this form on my email and on my software, it's going to tell me that this lead came from this Wedding Expo booking form. So that's how I know this lead came from the expo, and I'm going to categorize all my leads from a Wedding Expo. Okay. One the reason I say it's short and sweet because I want their full name, so first and last, their email, phone number, and event date. That's it. So when I'm doing a contact form, I'm gonna get your full name, your email, your phone number, your event date, your event location, like what's the venue, how did you hear about us? On there, I can have you select packages, so they'll go through and they'll pick the package that they want, and I have my pricing on there, and it says starting at bam, just like on my flyer. And then when they pick it, it ain't really it's not a lot of selling I have to do when I'm on that call because they already know what they can expect to spend. I want to get a lot more details and see if I can close them on it. All right, so um, this doesn't have any kind of pricing, any kind of packages, and here's the reason why you need these lead forms to be quick, because when you're going to be at this expo, you're going to have a conveyor belt of brides, and it's going to be crazy, bro. And they're not going to want to sit there and fill out this long form. You're going to be losing interest and losing time and losing other leads and brides that could be filling out this form too. So you want to keep it short. You want to keep the experience upbeat, get their information really quick and have them move on so you can get to the next person and get their information really quickly. All right. So you want to keep this short because the day of, on game day, you're not going to have time to have this long form. And typically this might be a little long, but I need all this information. Like I need your first name, I need your email, I need your phone number. And the reason why the event date is important is because if I'm already booked that day, I have to call them and say, hey, listen, I know that you wanted this and you're interested in this deal. I'm sorry, I'm already booked. All right, so that's that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is how to follow up with these people. All right, like so when I told you guys, you need to leverage your CRM to follow up with brides, and you need to know how to use your CRM so it can do the heavy lifting. So a lot of that is going to be follow up. So I'm going to actually take you over here, and this is under templates, and you go to emails. All right, so under the email template, you can set up a lot of different templates that you can use. And the reason why this is important is because you can use this for automation. So if you guys are not sure, if you're not familiar with automation, basically automation is, think of this concept: if this then that. So if this happens, I need my software to do this. If that happens, I need my software to do that. So it's basically like a bunch of triggers firing off because you set up that automation. So for example, let's say our automation could be like somebody fill out my lead form, right? They fill out my lead form because this is what's going to happen. They're going to fill out my lead form, and as soon as they fill out my lead form, it's going to send that person an email without me having to type it up because I already have a little template for it, contact form, email, or email template or whatever, right? So they're going to do the lead form. It's automatically going to send them an email saying thank you for filling out this lead form. I'll be in touch with you within 24 hours, right? So if you guys ever wonder how you get those quick responses from people, it's not really people. They have automations that they set up in their business to where they can free up their time, and they don't have to sit there every time somebody fills out a lead form and say thank you for filling out this lead form, blah blah blah. It's something that automatically happens. So um what I'm going to do for my expo is I went to Chat GPT, which is also free. Okay. I went to Chat GPT and I had it type out 9 follow up emails for me, right? That I'm going to use as automations for forms of follow up. Okay, so email number one, thank you for visiting us at, and I'm gonna put the wedding expo name. So that's really important to do that because they need to remember where they saw you. What expo was this from, right? And so this is the first email that they're gonna get for follow up. So the way I'm gonna set up my automation is they're gonna fill out the lead form. They're instantly gonna get an email, and then the very next day I'm gonna send them thank you for stopping by our booth. Okay, and then I'm gonna wait a couple days, and then imagine your wedding with the with phenomenal moments. Okay, so it's typed out 9 different emails. All of them have call to action. All of them are reminding them about the offer, right, that we were giving them and telling them it ends on February 16th. So you want to include, and that's why I put like in chat GPT, can you please, this is right over here, can you please type up 9 follow-up emails for a wedding expo, right, that I have coming up. I added the features in there, and I told it to let them know that the offer expires February 16th because I'm always creating urgency. All right. So I got 9 different emails that I'm going to set up, okay, as email templates. So I'm going to show you how to do this one really quick. So let's just do the first one. So I'm going to copy the title, copy, and let's go back in here and let's go ahead and create new email. Now, I know a lot of this might seem like overkill, it might seem like a lot of work, but you're investing in a booth space. These booth spaces, like I said in the first video, if you spending anywhere from $500 to $1,000 on a booth space, because that's where I've seen the range, at least in my area, then you should want to do everything in your power to make sure that you're prepared and that you're converting on leads. So you're gonna have to follow up with them. They're not just gonna be, oh my gosh, I want to book you right now. Like, can it happen? Yes, but is it gonna happen with everybody? Absolutely not. Because like I told you on the first video, these brides as they coming through, man, people are pitching them and they smacking them with pitches, you know. And so it's gonna be hard for them to remember. You have to follow up, and then so I'm gonna have this email do the work, but that's half the battle. Now that I have their phone number, I can send them a text. I can say, hey, check out this live gallery from this other wedding, whatever, and I can send them this live gallery. I can send them examples of a boomerang. I can do my own follow up with them, and kind of double dipping in that sauce and get them to convert. But this is what's going to separate you from other photo booth companies that's going to be at the expo, because some people might not know about this. Some people might not want to do the work. Some people are sitting there with pen and paper and they trying to call people and send texts and do follow up, right? You're trying to be efficient in doing it and not trying to get that heavy workload and get burnt out. So let's go ahead. I'm just going to paste this subject. All right. So bam, wedding expo. This is called the Bride Blue Expo. Bam. All right. So I'm gonna type hey, and then you can set up this little automation right here where it's just the client's first name. So the way that it gets the first name is when you fill out this form and it say full name, it's gonna pull the first name only and place it right here. So hi, hey, first name, and I'm gonna go back to this one, and I'm gonna copy all of this. Bam, copy this, copy, and I'm gonna go back over here, and now we're gonna paste it. All right. So bam, 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 and so it's always a little bit of work you got to do. You copy and paste it from Chat GPT. So I'm gonna say book your photo booth now. Bam. So what I'm gonna do is for book your photo booth now. It's always a little bit of work that you have to do when you're using copy and paste from Chat GPT. I'm gonna say book your photo booth now. I'm gonna put this. Usually that should be like a hyperlink. So this is my website. I went to book an event tab. I went to the book an event tab. Copy that, and now I'm gonna make that a link too, and I'm gonna go ahead and put a hyperlink in there too, and then one regard sale off and I'm a football company. I'm gonna put my phone number and my website, and then when a website, I'm gonna make that a hyperlink to my contact form. And now I'm gonna paste that link to book an event. But actually, what I want to do is gonna say book your event. Bam. So now they can call me, or they can go straight here. They can book their event. So now it's call to action. If they're on their phone, laptop, whatever, they can click that. They can go straight to my contact form and book their event, or they can come to this link and book their event. So now that email is done. So this is gonna be called Wedding Expo Day 1 follow up. Let me spell follow up right. All right, follow up email. Okay, facts, bet. Put it in there. So now we got that. I'm gonna actually leave here. All right, so now that we finished that one, okay, that's only day 1. All right, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go back and do that for each email. So I want to follow up 9 times. You can set your own number. It could be 9, it could be 5, or whatever. I want to give myself, I'm only doing this for 14 days. I'm gonna follow up 9 times via email in 14 days, and I'm gonna do a little bit of them through text as well. And so I want to give myself as many chances to follow up with them in 14 days as possible. Like I said, I know it seemed like a lot of work, but it's necessary. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the automation. I'm going to show you guys how to set up the automation through Honeybook and how powerful it can be. Okay, so you're going to see right here where it says lead form submitted. Okay, so that's what I went ahead and selected. So this is what's called a trigger. A trigger is something that fires or starts the automation, or something that triggers or fires off something that you want it to happen. So it don't always have to start it. You can have different triggers at different points in the automation, but the automation won't start or won't fire off on different levels until a certain trigger that you set up is triggered or fired. So to start off this automation, they have to submit a lead form. So I went to, you go here, lead form submitted is for any project, specific lead forms, and then I picked the Wedding Expo booking form that I made right here that I just showed y'all. Okay, so what we're gonna do is it's gonna say wait. So you can choose like a wait time, 1 day, 1 minute, one something. And in this case, I don't want to wait for anything. I wanted to send right after they get done. I wanted to send an email immediately, and then that way, while I'm at the expo, I know that the lead form went through. The Wi-Fi and the connection wasn't bad or whatever. I know that they lead form was submitted, and I know that they got the email. All right, and so I went ahead and I picked. You will see how it says like Wedding Expo lead form. Well, again, I went to email templates and I created an email for that. Okay. And so, hey, client's first name, thank you for stopping by, yada, yada, yada. And it says you get 10% off, free video guestbook feature. I'm telling them about their offer. They can reach out to me, tell them it expires in 14 days. So they're going to get that email from the jump. As soon as they hit the submit button, a few seconds later, that's what they're going to see. All right. So after that, I can click this again and I can add action. I want another action. Okay. So I can put in here before I do that. I'm gonna put wait. We're gonna wait 1 day. 1 day after this email is sent out, because this is gonna start our follow-up process the day after. All right. You don't want to wait 2 days or 3 days, whatever. You want to strike while the iron's hot, and you want to, it's called the happy scale. You want to follow up with people and try to close them when they're a 10 at the happy scale. So if you did your job at the expo, you provided a great experience, follow up with them people the very next day and try to get a booking. Just know the longer it takes for you to book them, they're going to come down on a happy scale. So the longer you wait, or the longer it takes for them to book, the least likely they are to book. So I want to strike while the iron's hot. So I'm going to wait 1 day and then select the action. Okay. And I'm going to say send email. That's what I want to do. Send an email. So I'm going to go back to email templates, and we're gonna look for Wedding Expo Day 1 follow-up email. That's the one that we wanted. Okay. And so now that I click this, this is how the automation is going to happen. All right. So they're going to fill out the lead form. It's automatically going to send them an email in like 2 seconds. Okay. Then it's going to wait for 1 day. My software will then send them this email that I walked y'all through. I copied it from ChatGPT. I put it into my email template. All right. So then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to click wait, and I'm going to do 1 more day. And then I'm gonna send them another email. So that's where I'll go in, and I'll go to the second email, and then I'll copy and paste this email. I'm gonna make another email template, and I'm gonna do the same thing 9 different times. I know it seemed like a lot of work, but to me it's necessary. So with that being said, I'll wrap this up because I'm not gonna have y'all sit here and wait for me to do that 9 different times. I just wanted to kind of show you the process. But this is why CRM is so valuable. This is why I highly recommend that you go into an expo with the CRM. And if you guys remember from the first video, I talked about preparation. This goes into the preparation. And so if you're not willing to prepare and set yourself up for success, you're going to fail. You're not going to capitalize on these leads. You're going to lose leads. You're not going to be following up effectively with your leads. And in turn, the expo won't be worth it. So this whole video series that I'm doing to show you guys, is it worth it? And so in the third video, I'm actually going to be at the expo. Okay, I'm going to drop the video while I'm at the expo, and that way you can see how I'm setting up, time that I'm getting there, and it's going to be live action. And so it won't be no more tutorials or anything. It's going to be the real thing, and I'm going to be in the mix. All right, so I'm excited to do that video. So again, if you guys thought that this video was valuable, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.